one story of many that stands out to me was during actually one of the first collaborations that Special Olympics had with Safilo. It was at one of our World Winter Games. It was an opening eyes program. We had doctors from all over the world who were volunteering their time away from home, away from their families, and away from their practices to make sure that people with intellectual disabilities had a chance not only to compete, but also to see. So the athlete comes in and he's getting screened and he's going through all of the different stations, the depth perception, stereopsis, and color vision, and the pupillometry, and the medical history and vision history, and so on. And so they ask him, "Are you excited?" And the athlete says, "Yeah, I'm very excited." And they, what sport do you play? Very typical question at an Olympic event. I'm a speed skater. Oh wow, speed skater. That's very exciting. So when do you compete? Oh, I compete in 2 days, but I'm training. Okay, great. So you're going to go for gold, and we're thinking that's the chance to get very excited, and and he says no. But it wasn't a no that was kind of shrouded with humor. It was a very matter-of-fact, no, I'm not going for gold. So we looked at the coach. We said, why won't you go for gold? He goes, no, I'll go for silver. And that's not the spirit that Special Olympics wants to give to its athletes. And we want the athletes to know that you can always fight for gold. If you get silver, great. If you come in sixth, but you tried your best, great. We don't ask them to, we're not after them being the best, although we think they are. We want them to do their best. And if they do their best, then they are the best. So, but it was more about go for gold, try your best, and so on. And he was very kind of cold to that whole idea. So we asked the coach, why? And he said, well, because he has a vision impairment, so he needs to have somebody in front of him, and he'll follow that shadow. And so he often always comes in second, because if he goes in front of that person, he can't see the finish line, and so it gets very challenging. But if he has somebody in front of him, and so if you notice, he has a lot of silver medals in speed skating and figure skating and so on. We said, well, we're glad he's here. Sure enough, he goes through the screening and he has a vision impairment. And we were creating, as I said today, we're creating the glasses on site. So we give him glasses. And he walks around the screening area, and we're asking his coach, does he feel good with them? Does he feel balanced, and so on? It was a relatively strong type of prescription, but we could have never have imagined what happened toward the end of the games, and he comes in with his coach to show off his gold medal in speed skating that he had won that day. It showed, so the doctors, of course, many of whom were crying, very emotional moment. But I'll never forget what he said through his coach when he said, right now I feel like gold. And nothing epitomizes the partnership between Special Olympics and Safilo more than that. Through the dignity of choice that you give them, through the support worldwide that you offer, through your commitment to the health care of this population, you're really making them gold. And that's it's an incredible statement for the Safilo brand. It's an incredible statement of the staff and the executives that make it happen. And on behalf of Special Olympics, a huge thanks to the whole Safilo Global family. I think together we're doing incredible things, and I hope we can continue for years to come.